No one doubts.
No doubts.
No one doubts. No one doubts. No one doubts.
I'd like to welcome you all to service. And I'm not sure, is the microphone working? Okay, thank you. Technology has really advanced. But I'd like to welcome all of you to our monthly memorial service, Shotsuki Hoyo. I'd like to thank Ali Sensei for doing the Kansho bell for us. And I'd like to thank all those who made this service possible. Reverend Gibbs, Ali Sensei, our organist, Howard Hayes, the flowers which are done by Kyoko Okura Gibbs, and the streaming of the service and videography by Alan Goto. On the first Sunday of each month, we observe the monthly memorial service, Shotsuki Hoyo, in honor of those members of our Buddhist community who have passed away during the respective month in which this service is being held. I will now read the names of those loved ones who passed away in the month of November, in whose memory this morning's service is being conducted. For those of you observing today's service in recognition of family members or friends who have passed away, please come forward as I read the name of your departed loved one to offer incense in their honor. So now I will begin the reading of those beloved members of our Buddhist community who passed away in November. Akiyama Joe S. Arashige Harumi. Atagi Richard Kazuo. Cole James Aldebert. Joe Mio. Fujikawa Kusu. Fujitaki Asakichi. Gibbs Myrtle Louise. Goto Takaichi. Goto Sune. Takeyama Seitaro. Hayashi Yoshie. Hernandez Julio. Kota Shigeru. Inoue Yoshiko. Inoue Fred Yutaka. Irani Megan. Ishida Saku. Ishikawa Irene Kikuyo. Iwamoto Yoshiko. Kawamoto Frank Fujio. Kiriyama Masaichi. Kobayashi Kenta. Konishi Tamiko. Masumoto Toshio. Matsuba Masae. Mito Ryoichi. Miyahara Torakichi. Miyashita Hirofumi. Nagai Toru. Nagatani Kiyoshi. Nakata Terry. Nishimoto Fui. Nishimoto Miyuki. Nishimura Eitaro. Nishioka E. Ogawa Kiku. Otani Kinu. Rikimaru Hatsu. Sano Hanae. Shigeishi Hatsu. Shigeno Jack Shigeru. Shintaku Minori. Suda Willie Kazuo. Teramae Emi. Tokinobu Kimi. Tokuda Hiroshi. Uchiyama Sakae. Ueda Kazumi. Yamasaki Takane, Yamashita Kiyoshi, Yamatoda Matsuko, Yonezawa Kinichi, Yonezawa Yukuyo, Yujiro Hatsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Will the Sangha please rise, and we'll have our first reflective reading. The mind of Shinji is pure and gentle, always patient and enduring, never arguing, never causing suffering to others, but always pondering the three treasures, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Thus happiness spontaneously arises in our minds, and the light for enlightenment can be found everywhere. It's from the teaching of the Buddha, Bukkyo Dendo Kyokai from Tokyo. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
If you could please be seated. Allison Yasaki Sensei will lead us in sutra chanting, and it will be Sambutsuke on page 33 of your service book.
合唱。ナモアミダ仏。ナモアミダ仏。ナモアミダ仏。ナモアミダ仏。 Yo ze sa まい知恵以上公正特物不行志願一切空空二差大安決しうぶ百千の熊無料大小収入語者供養一切使徒勝負不尿愚道継承不逆非尿語者勝負世界無不影無種節度光明師匠変死小国尿税精進維持難尿病が差物国土第一五種奇妙道場超絶国尿内音二無闘争がと愛民到達一切自法来生心熱症状意図が国永楽安穏公仏神妙税が心象発願の日力少々欲知法世尊知恵無下上領子孫知が信行軽量心死食毒中画行精進臨終不敬ナマナブナマナブナOh Basho. No more doubts.
No more doubts.
No more doubts.
No more doubts.
No more doubts. No more doubts. No more doubts.
Thank you, Yasaki Sensei, for leading us in a beautiful chanting of the Sanbutsu. If the Sangha could please rise for Gatha, the texture of life, page 157, and if you could remain standing for the three treasures, which is on page 10. How rare and wondrous it is to have been born into human life, and now I live it. How rare and wondrous it is to be able to listen to the Buddha Dharma, and now I am able to hear it. If I do not transcend the world of delusion in this life, when will I ever attain spiritual liberation? May I, along with the entire Sangha, with sincere heart and mind, rely on that which can be relied on in life, the three treasures. And if you could join me in reciting these. I rely on the Buddha.
May I, along with all sentient beings, awaken to the great path with my entire being and discover the highest aspiration, which is to become a Buddha. I rely on the Dharma. May I, along with all sentient beings, deeply reflect on the meaning of sutras and gain wisdom that is deep as the ocean. I rely on the Sangha. May I, along with all sentient beings, become one Sangha of life, able to move forward and live with a dynamic spirit that is hindered by nothing.
The unsurpassed, deep, and wondrous Dharma, even in millions of kalpas, is extremely difficult to encounter. But now I am able to experience and embrace it. May I come to understand and revere the true meaning of the Tathagata. Namo Amida Butsu.
No one doubts. No one doubts. No one doubts. No one doubts. No one doubts.
Thank you very much. If you could please be seated. We will now have the Dharma messages. The first Dharma message will be done by Ali Yasaki Sensei, and it'll be followed by a short message by Reverend Gibbs. And the theme, general theme is, we will always love you.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
And thank you for allowing me to speak once again.
I am going to start with a passage from our founder, Shinran Shonin, and then I will continue on with my message. But let me first start with Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. The delicate, wondrous sounds of jeweled trees in the jeweled forests are naturally pure and harmonious music, unexcelled in subtlety and elegance. So take refuge in Amida, the music of purity. So the passage that I just quoted is a passage, again, that was written by our founder, Shinran Shonin, and is specifically found in a collection called the Jodo Wasan, or Hymns of the Pure Land. So today we are gathered for November's Shotsuki service, or auspicious month service. The first part of the term Shotsuki, or sho, refers to the term auspicious or favorable, and tsuki is a general term used for month. So once again, we ask, what is so favorable about a memorial service for everyone who has passed away this month? Stick with me here, but I would like to take the opportunity to talk about the Pure Land. I have mentioned this term for many weeks, and there may be some people who are newer or who are not familiar with this term. Interestingly enough, the term Pure Land is part of the name of our school of Buddhism, Jodo Shinshu, where Jodo is Pure Land. So it is a very important term. I would like to do an exercise for just a couple minutes. For those who happen to be listening or viewing this online at a later time, and doing something that requires your attention, like driving, walking, cooking, please pay attention to that because that is important for your safety. And I will go forward. For those of you who are here in the Hondo, I would like you to get into a comfortable position. Or if you're at home and you're able to do this, go ahead and get into a comfortable position. Now, I would like you to close your eyes for a bit as I walk you through some descriptors. For those of you who need to pay attention to your actions like driving, walking, or cooking, please keep your eyes open, but still try to pay attention to what I am saying if you can. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to give you a quick descriptor of the Pure Land. The Pure Land is described as the most beautiful place you can think of. There's gold everywhere, magnificent birds, and wondrous sounds. Think of the sounds of jewels gently moving like wind chimes in the most gentle breeze from magnificent jeweled trees, creating beautiful music. The clear water gently flowing and the calming sound it makes, and the soft flapping of birds and soft rustling of creatures moving around you. For those of you who have your eyes closed, go ahead and open them. This is generally what you would see in the Pure Land. Sounds like a nice place to be, right? This is where those who have passed away, our loved ones, friends, and others, go when they depart before us. This doesn't mean they just go there and forget about us, though. They come back to us as Amida Buddha, trying to show us that not only are things okay with them, but that they are also looking out for us, trying to help us to see all of the things Amida is doing for us, and letting us know that things will be okay. So we do have items or sounds that represent the Pure Land here with us, so that we have the opportunity to praise the virtues of Amida Buddha. The Onaijin, or inner altar area here, is a representation of the Pure Land, with all the gold leaf or gold colored items, intricate carvings that you can probably see on the table in front, maybe some other places along the Onaijin. And there's chanting that we do that is produced not only in the Onaijin here, but out in the outer altar area, or Gejin, where you all are. And the chanting that we produce together melds together and produces a wonderful sound that represents the sound of the Dharma found in the Pure Land. And of course, right in the middle of the altar here is Amida Buddha. When we face Amida and say Nembutsu, or Namo Amida Butsu, which is Amida's name itself, we are doing so not only in thankfulness, but also for the humbleness and understanding all that has been done for us, all that is being done for us. As we gather for our November Shotsuki service, or November Auspicious Month service, let's take the time to remember those who have gone before us, or those who have spent time with us here in this world, and who now reside in Amida's Pure Land. On the other hand, let's also make ourselves aware of how those who have gone to the Pure Land before us continue to reach us. And when we do so, we will also be able to share in the joy that is being provided through us, through Namo Amida Butsu. Again, thank you all for allowing me to speak today. This concludes my shorter message for today, and I will end my message with Gassho. So if you can all join me. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Butsu. Namo Butsu. Well, again, good morning. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being with us as we roll back into gear, and thank you for falling back and arriving on time. I also, of course, want to specifically thank Alan Goto for videography and tech support, Kathy Mukuni for chairing the service, and for reading the names on our Shotsuki Hoyo list. It's a very, I always have a special feeling about doing that when I do it. It's a very honored thing to do. It's very important. And Kyoko Okura Gibbs for the flowers and the Naijin, and of course, Alison Yasaki for her thoughtful and meaningful message. Congratulations to all of you for the Dodgers' victory. And if you were a Blue Jays fan, you're probably in the wrong place right now. And then thanks to Dave Roberts for bringing out Yamamoto at just the right time. This is, as Kathy and Ali have both told you, our monthly memorial service for those who we lost in the month of November. One of the names that Kathy read was my mother's name, Myrtle Louise Gibbs, Myrtle Louise Trimmer Gibbs. She passed away on the 24th of November, 33 years ago, in 1992. We hold these services to remember and honor those whom we care for who passed ahead of us into this mystery of death. Remembering is important. Remembering them is important. in remembering our parents and our life partners and our childhood friends, we're remembering people who helped to shape us into who we are, who and what we are. There's a colloquialism that goes, you are the people you associate with. You are the people you associate with. Is that true? Well, one of my oldest friends, Mike Dozier, he used to travel to high school every morning with Brad Kemper, who was a famous, horrific serial killer. So he sat next to Brad Kemper on the bus for 4 years. It never did wipe off on my friend, you know. My friend has never killed anyone. So yeah, I mean, you could sit next to a serial killer, sit next to him, and it's not going to rub off on you. But the influence your parents have on you and your early friends, it really is crucial to making who and what we are. Are you the people you surround yourself with? Well, when you're young, you are. When you're a little one, you are. And I feel like I owe them. I owe all those people. I owe my parents and my friends. I'm grateful to Myrtle Louise Trimmer Gibbs, whose Mainichi is this month. My mother taught me about kindness and humor, beauty, fun, generosity. My father died 31 years ago. He taught me about responsibility, about standing on your principles. He was worked for the Soil Conservation Service all his life, so he was an environmentalist. He was an environmentalist. He never in my life ever suggested to me that the environment was going to fail and we're all going to die. I don't like that kind of environmentalism. You know, I encountered that in the Federal Forest Service. We used to call them lifers. There were a bunch of us that came in the summer to work basically fight fires. They give us some little piddling work to do until there's a fire, then we go fight the fire. And the lifers were different people, the full-time people. I remember one of them explained to me, there is no environmental problem. There's some kind of a misunderstanding that there's a problem with the environment. There is no environmental problem. Our environment is very strong. The other problem is that we're making it so that we can't survive. And we're going to all die, and then the environment will be fine. You know, I don't like that kind of environmentalism. That wasn't the kind of environmentalist my father was. You have to leave people with hope. You have to have hope. You have to have a reason to move forward. Some of the friends who influenced me in my childhood are still with us, so far as we know. It's sad how you can lose touch with your close friends, you know. Mark Wall was my first best friend. He became my friend in 1962, and I last saw him in 1982. I'm really not so sure he's still with us. I hope so, but his family had heart disease, so I hope he's still with us. Richard Booth became my friend the next year, 1963, and I last saw him in 1971. He's still my friend. If I saw him again, we'd both be pleased to see each other. These people were influential upon me. Stay in touch with those you grew up with if you can, and remember those who are gone. Those who we're truly close to, we make a commitment to. We will always love them. We will always love them. We will not forget them. We will not forget or abandon them in this life or in future lives. What can I do for my deceased parents right now? And this is the question that Shinran Shonin, our denominational founder, addressed in article number 5 of the Tani Show, my second favorite part of the Tani Show, after the epilogue. And I read it to you often, so bear with me as I read you this passage again from Shinran's oral teachings, the Tani Show. I, Shinran, have never said the Nembutsu even once for the repose of my departed father and mother. The reason is that all living beings, every one of them, are my parents or my brothers or my sisters in one or another state of existence. In one of the many lives, in the many states of existence we go through. Becoming a Buddha in the life following this, I must save every one of them. With an Nembutsu, Namanamidabutsu, a good act that I strove through in my own powers, then I would direct the merit of saying the Nembutsu to save my mother and my father in their new lives. But it's not like that. If, by contrast, I simply abandon my self-power, my attachment to my own being, and quickly attain enlightenment, whatever karmic sufferings my family and friends may be sinking into in the many modes of existence, I shall be able to carry them across with transcendent powers and compassionate means, beginning with those with whom I have strong karmic bonds. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. This is a short passage, and there's still a lot in it, and I'm still going to say a few things about it. Shinran tells us, I can't do anything right now for my parents. It would be silly of me to say, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. How pure is my saying the Nembutsu? How pure is my dedication to the vow of liberation for all beings? Namo Amida Butsu. But if I attain Buddhahood, then I can, with transcendent powers and compassionate means, liberate those, beginning with those with whom I have strong karmic bonds. Now, he's the only one who says that, and it makes perfect sense. So where are you going to start? You know, imagine me in my enlightened state as a Buddha, well, 75 years from now. And who am I going to go look for? Donald Trump? I'll get to him. But I'm going to look for my mother and my father. They may be just fine. The people we love may be just fine right now. But we got to find out. We got to find out. And these terms, we're going to use compassionate means, that's intelligent, expedient, insightful means, hoben, upaya, with compassionate means and transcendent powers. Now, transcendent powers is a funny term, jinzuru. And it really does mean divine pathways. Through divine pathways, I will reach out to them. So, but what does this mean? It means knowledge. For Buddhists, what is sacred and divine is the truth. And as we see the truth more and more thoroughly, we will be of help. Now, you know, somebody should have talked to Marie Curie about lead clothing, right? I mean, you know, she died a horrible death, Madame Curie, who discovered the use of X-rays, and from X-ray exposure. She had 2 daughters. One became a physicist. She died a horrible death of X-ray exposure. I wish if we could just go back there and here is my transcendent power. Wear lead clothing. That's all, you know. It's knowledge, it's science. But when it's not there, people suffer. We will help those we love by using the knowledge that we will have of the way this world really is. Again, knowing who I am and how I must live my life is exactly what my deceased parents taught me and guided me to earlier in this life. The teachings of Shinran Shonin and the developed tradition of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism has helped me to be hopeful about really helping those I love in the future. In my expanded life as a Buddha in the future, for now I remember my mother. I remember the others that I've loved, who have preceded me in death. I honor my mother and my father, and I think of them often now. And that thinking of them now will be my foundation for truly assisting them in the future, in my enlightened condition, which the Buddha will draw me into. We will one day be of great assistance to those we love. This is my relatively brief Dharma message for this morning. I want to thank you for your kind attention and ask you in closing to join me in Gasho as you are of a mind to. Join me in saying the Buddha's name as you please. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.
I'd like to thank both Yasaki Sensei and Gibbs Sensei for their wonderful message about remembering those who have passed away. And I think it's an excellent time to always remember, you know, someone special in your life. And I think it's those memories that we have of them, of how they treated us, the special little times we shared with them. It's like they're coming back to us. And so they're always there with us. I'd like everyone to rise for the final meditation. And I do have to honor the Dodgers. The first quote is from Tommy Lasorda. I believe managing is like holding a dove in your hand. If you hold it too tightly, you kill it. But if you hold it too loosely, you lose it. And then a final quote just about, to win the championship, players must play for the name on the front of their shirts, not the name on the back. So congratulations, Dodgers. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. If you could please be seated. I'd like to also congratulate the Toronto Blue Jays for an absolute magnificent World Series. We couldn't have done it without them. So, I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to find out if anyone has any announcements. I do have one. We do have a fundraiser for the Dharma Pasadena Buddhist Sunday School. So, if you're interested in buying C's candy, I believe the order forms are in the back. And it's our biggest fundraiser, and they do such wonderful things for the temple. And they're due, I'm not sure the due date. I believe the due date is around the end of the month. Yeah, right.
If you don't want to eat candy, you can just use the form to make a donation.
Right.
A couple people did that. Personally, I buy the candy.
November 21st is the due date, and you can pick it up on December 7th, which is our Osebo service.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. I'm just going to mention things we are rolling back into gear. So Tuesday morning, 11 o'clock, we have a little discussion class, usually on the porch here, depending on the weather. 1 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday for the Tai Chi exercise class. There'll be a meditation class Tuesday at 6 p.m. And we will definitely have service here again next Sunday. We hope to see you next Sunday. It will be the 9th. And I'll be here. I'll be doing the service for you. And my family's going to be in Japan. So after service, I'm going to leave and nobody's going to know where I go.
So I'd like to thank everyone for attending the service today. It's a beautiful day, so please enjoy it. If you haven't had a chance to offer incense, please do so now.
Oh, Marvin, I think has it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marvin. Jonas.
Good morning. My name is Marvin Inoue, and again, I'm a volunteer at Janum. I just wanted to remind everyone there's still an exhibit up at what they call Art Center South at 1111 Raymond Avenue here in Pasadena. It's a small exhibit called Cruising J-Town, and it talks about the whole automotive industry that the Japanese our ancestors and to this current day participated in with, the car culture. And so a number of I happened to go into the exhibit. I didn't expect to see anything, but I saw a car that I drove when I was in college called a Datsun. At that time it was called Datsun 510. And it was part of the Sports Car Club of America circuit, with a guy named Brock Racing Enterprises. And so I saw that, and then there's a whole culture with drifting. And then I happened to see the write-up on one of the mechanics, happened to be one of my former students I taught in high school's father, who was a race car mechanic. So, and then some of you may not know that a local person here in Pasadena helped design the 1963 Corvette Stingray. So that information is all valuable. Larry Shinoda. Okay. So I wanted to let you know about that. And also, on Saturday, yesterday, there was a presentation in Little Tokyo for the Kaikan Theater. And it used to exist where there's a parking lot now next to the old Mitsudo Cafe. And it was where Sessua Hayakawa, the Japanese silent film actor, had a lot of presentations. So there's a new sign up on the street there. So the Historical Society, Little Tokyo Historical Society, which I'm getting involved with, put up. Okay? Thank you.
Okay. Interesting information. Thanks.
Go Dodgers.
Yeah.
Well, if you happen to plan to go to the parade, which I did last year, it's tomorrow. All the metro trains I took it in last year, they were just packed. And it was the most wonderful experience. Total diversity, opposite of our current administration, total diversity, and very friendly and very interesting to see. It's cool.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for all the great information, Norman. But again, thank you for attending this service. And if you haven't had a chance to offer incense, please do so now. Thank you very much for coming. Bye-bye.
No.